Wow, look on the screen, look on the screen. Once again, we've lost a beautiful queen, a registered nurse. She's a mother of five. She's also was pregnant. So now she has been murdered. What do y'all think? Baby daddy. That's what I think. I want you to look at the location as to where the crime occurred. So it's not like it's on a busy highway. I'm just saying, look at the location where it occurred and what the police are saying. Fair use, a mother of five, and now pregnant with child, a registered nurse, and the shooting was definitely on the driver's side. And they do not think it was random. Check it, people.
Story out of Troup County, where a pregnant 29-year-old mother of five was killed in what authorities believe was a drive-by shooting.
K1lled's killer is still out there on the streets, and her family is desperate for answers and justice. They spoke with Fox 5's Patty Pan about their devastating loss.
K1lled's family is pleading for the public's help in finding the person or people responsible for this crime. The 29-year-old was shot and killed while driving down the road. Both she and her unborn child died from those injuries.
Like you're just gonna wake up, out of it, and it's, just not gonna be true. It's not gonna be so.
K1lled's heart has been ripped open. This mother could barely talk about her daughter Akila's sudden death, a beautiful soul lost too soon. Troup County investigators say they were called out to State Route 18 near East Drummond Road Tuesday for a vehicle crash just before 1 in the afternoon. That's when they say they found the 29-year-old deranged woman in her car unresponsive. Firefighters had to extricate Ware from the car, and that's when we're told they noticed the bullet holes on the driver's side door.
We don't believe it was random. We do believe that the suspect knew this victim and the victim knew the suspect, but we don't have a good enough name to put out there yet, but we're certainly working all the leads.
Detectives believe she was shot at, and then her car went off the road and slammed into a tree. The incident happened in broad daylight.
Very bold and very cold and very callous just to do this, and that's why we certainly want to, put a name with a shooter, and so we can get that person, or if there were other people involved, get both of those people in custody.
Ware, whom families say was a registered nurse, has 5 children and was pregnant again at the time. Neither she nor her unborn child survived the injuries.
She was a very smart, bright young lady. If anybody have any information, please come forward. Do it for us, her family, her kids especially.
Troup County authorities say that this is a top priority for their department. They believe that second car involved is possibly a silver Nissan with front-end damage. Anyone with any information is being urged to call authorities or Crime Stoppers. I'm Patty Pan.
When I heard that she was pregnant with child, I just thought to myself, oh, baby daddy. They didn't say about a husband, so baby daddy or boyfriend. A lot of women end up missing when they're pregnant. You already know it's more than likely the baby daddy. He doesn't want the child support. So he will honestly and truly, that they will get rid of you. Like I said before in a prior video, that attorney for Atlanta, she was telling people, women, don't file child support. And I was like, well, that's ridiculous. These men got to be responsible. It takes two, they need to pay. And then I saw why. Women were ending up being murdered. A girlfriend of mine back in the day, I remember she did not have her son's father on child support, and she was saying, oh, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So, and I hadn't really, I haven't experienced that, gone through that. So she did get married to someone else, and he was like, yeah, they should be responsible. And the husband that the guy she married was taking an active role, in the child's life, because they all live together. He was like, yeah, you should put on child support. You really should. And I was for it too. I'm like, make him responsible. Da, 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 da. I learned the hard way, never again. Let people make their own decisions. And I was just seeing it like from a financial aspect, like, hey, this guy, you're doing everything, he's doing nothing, and he wants to hop back in and show up with a bike, show up with some tennis shoes. We have a learning issue here. with the child. So let's try to go in for tutoring. Oh, no, 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 no. Try to call that dust bucket for tutoring. He don't want to believe in all of that. My son gonna be okay. Listen, idiot, you're not here. We see what's happening with the school. We have a learning issue here that needs to be addressed. Okay? You need to head problems on, especially when it comes to your child. Be proactive. But not a Dusty. He was only with him, I'm going to get him some new shoes. And it was like, what the hell's a pair of darn tennis shoes going to help a child with a reading disability? What the hell? And it was actually, I think it was like dyslexic, among maybe another issue that we won't go into. But it was like, okay, we have an issue here, and it needs to be addressed with this child's mental capacity to retain information, to learn, and pretty much to, I don't know, progress in life. This fool gonna show up with a pearl. I kid you not, a pearl thinking some Air Jordan's gonna do the trick. What a dumb Dusty. I just thought, man, this guy is too dumb. I can't believe you're a child by him. So fast forward, she was like, yeah, it's just not worth it. So she went ahead, with her husband, and I'm, had to say out my mouth in it too. Yeah, you need to be responsible and get the money and put in a trust, for the child. And turns out the guy has so many darn kids, child. That little $30, that little $30 a month. She's like, yeah, he's got 9 kids, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. And only 2, one was grown and one was like a teenager about to graduate high school. I was outdone. Totally outdone. Anyway, she's talking on the phone with me one day, and all of a sudden, I kid you not, I can hear it through the phone. It was like boom, boom, boom. I was like, what's that? She goes, oh, that's his dad. He's at the door, and I can tell by the knock he's angry. I'm not gonna answer. I can hear this man beating on the door through the phone. And that's when it occurred to me. Yeah, let her make her decision. That's why she said it's not worth it. Because when he comes around, he's a Dusty. He just brings drama and trauma. And then you look up, he ended up losing that little job he had and all those mouths to feed. As a matter of fact, at that time, that fool had just had twins. Yes, just had twins by a woman. So that's how he got to that 9. So this here, a Dusty. If it's between feeding his child and a new pair of shoes, child, you better make your way to the food bank. If it's between investing in his kids and getting him a new vehicle, again, kids, you're on your own. Some of them don't even want to do the basics, just feeding and taking care of a child that they put here. Keep in mind, this is their DNA. So this here, seeing that she's with child, oh, they don't probably have to look for it. I mean, it's a lot of possibilities here. It could be somebody random. That's a possibility too. It could be anything. But more than likely, when you hear a woman is pregnant and with child and then she ends up killed, and it doesn't appear to be random, beautiful queen on the screen, that boyfriend, that dusty boyfriend, and it could be an educated lame, you name it. But the man. So just stop and think really quick. Imagine you're with a man in some kind of relationship, having adult relations with, and think you become pregnant. And this has happened to a many woman. And the one that's harming you, hurting you, murdering you is a man that was laying beside you. Can you imagine the thought, the terror? The one laying beside you where you thought you were safe, or you didn't think he was a threat. You realize, like a lot of women, these dusties are dangerous. Don't want to pay the child support. So again, anybody with child, you get any kind of hint with these dudes that they don't want to pay child support. If they're like, you say, oh, I'm pregnant, and he comes sign and he's talking all crazy. Ladies, 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 don't deal with these fools. Don't try to be up in the face and when I'm gonna do it. And I'm not saying it happened here. I'm just saying in general. Okay? You see them, they've already moved on with a new chick. Ladies, 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 protect yourself, your health, hell, your life. Don't get confrontational with these dusties. Don't make any demands. The minute you see that one doesn't want to be responsible for a child that the two of you created, the worst thing you can do is let them know what your plans are. Just have your child and let them think, I'm going to handle it on my own. Fine, just go ahead and do that. At least you may be alive. At least you may be alive. But this here, I really want to find out, hope that there's going to be an update. But that When I'm hearing that she's pregnant, oh, I bet it's that man. And it might be one more likely from Afghanistan. They don't value you. They don't value their seed. Murder is one of the actions of poverty D. If he don't murder you mentally with low self-esteem, child, murder your purse, your pocketbook, murder your peace of mind, it can get to a point. They're not gonna pay. You're not gonna mess up their money. And some of them already on child support. Oh no, honey, he don't plan on going to jail. Oh, not behind you, you and that baby. I ain't going. You're not gonna mess up his money. It's probably already stretched thin. So sometimes dealing with these dusties, child, they could be the one that could put your life to an end. And then, as I said before, Dusty Spring drama, trauma, the financial implications to much stress in the nation. 5 children. Now the family has to bury 2. The beautiful daughter and got to bury a baby. Being a nurse, she may have life insurance, but now someone has to raise 5 children. I can't imagine. Someone has to raise 5 children, and those children will be traumatized knowing that their mother was murdered. Anyway, thanks for listening. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to go ahead and post a video, a little update on the video that I did with Becky. Since Becky has an issue with me, and it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. So I'm going to do a follow-up video in case she's watching. And so instead of a jingle, Becky, girl, we got a song for you. Yeah, Becky, I received a message via a mutual acquaintance. I did the video about Becky went black and couldn't go back. Yeah, so I got a message. I was kind of shocked by, but it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. So stay posted for that. Stay safe. Love you guys a lot. Stay safe. Keep your head on the swivel. Stay dust free, family. Okay. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm out.